Welcome to RED35 and look who's back.
Saori's back!
Yes, Saori is back here today and we are looking at one of the coolest lenses around these days, and it's the newly announced Olympus 12 to 200 zoom lens.
Okay.
Very long. Long.
Actually long, literally long.
Literally long.
Okay. Let's see.
Trees, your yellow leaves move me. Dancing roofs, your painted red shakes the room.
So welcome back, Saori.
Yay!
And I know you just came back from holiday, so you're nice and fresh, so we can take some nice photo with this lens. But before I start, I want to, this is it's got a very long name, so I want to say the whole thing out. It's the Olympus M.Zuiko.
Wait, Jimmy. It's not Zuiko, it's Zuiko.
Really? So I have been pronouncing it wrong all this time. No one has corrected me. What's it again?
Zuiko.
Zuiko.
Yeah.
Zuiko. M.Zuiko. M.Zuiko digital 12 to 200 f3.5 to 6.3 ED MSC premium lens. What a mouthful.
So long.
As long as the lens.
Yeah, true.
As long as the lens. Okay, well, it's quite an interesting lens because Olympus actually introduced many lenses that actually cover this range. So it's quite interesting for them to introduce this lens in 2019. But I'm going to tell you why this is quite a special piece of glass.
Piece of glass.
Piece of glass. So Olympus introduced this lens in 2019. A lot of people might actually confuse about the introduction of this lens simply because they have a lot of similar lenses that cover this particular range. Like the one you're holding at the moment, this is the 40 to 150 f2.8 Pro. The other one is the 12 to 100 f4 Pro, and the one that Trace is filming on now is the 12 to 40 f2.8 Pro. And they also have their own kit lenses, which is the 12 to 50 3.5 to 5.6, I think. And so they have many lenses that actually cover this entire focal length.
Okay.
So they have one purpose, is to replace all these lenses with this.
Just an all-in-one. Yes,
because for a lot of people, unlike us, because we work professionally and we need the ultimate reliability, the metal construction, like the ruggedness, so you can, do self-defense. Again, self-defense, and also they don't need the ultra-fast aperture like the 2.8 lenses.
Yeah.
So to most people, this lens actually makes perfect sense. Because if you're traveling, for instance, you don't normally like to hold up all these lenses in your bag.
Light is better.
Light is better, and also you don't want to change lenses because you don't want to grab and go. You want to just take whatever you like to take.
Yeah,
so having a Swiss Army knife lens like this is actually quite cool because you don't have to have the weight.
Yeah.
You don't have to have the sizes. You can carry a much smaller bag.
That's true.
And most cases, you don't need this ultra fast aperture because you don't need to capture action. You're traveling, just want a nice snaps, things like that, of the city, people like that, and so this is actually pretty cool lens with extension. So stay right where you are, and I'm gonna take a portrait of you, full length.
Okay.
So stay here, I'll wave at you when I'm ready, because I'm gonna walk very far.
Okay.
Very far, like far. Okay. So
bye, Jimmy.
Bye. Bye.
Miss you.
See you later.
So long. Does that work?
Soon I need a walkie-talkie. That's good. That was nice. That's
that
actually
right?
not bad. Not bad. It's very nice mood.
Yeah.
Very nice mood. This one. So the closest cousin to the 12-200 lens is in fact the 12-100 f4 Pro. And I mentioned Pro, and because this is built for professional, it's got
Like you.
all the goodness in it. So
Right. So what's the difference between this and this then?
there are a few differences. First will be the aperture size. This is a constant f4 aperture.
Right.
This is the variable aperture between 3.5 and 6.3. So in the at the widest end at 12 millimeters, this lens actually is slightly faster than that. While at the long end, that one at 100, when this one's focused to 100, is actually 5.6, so it will be slightly slower than that. And also the other difference would be the build quality, because even though this is very, very solidly built, but the choice of material is very different, because that one is fully metal.
Right, that's why it's a bit heavy.
Whoa.
Don't worry,
don't worry. This will survive. It's rugged, yes, like I said. And then, but this isn't. This is built with the very fancy
Plastic.
yeah, plastic, polycarbonate.
Polycarbonate.
Very
Sounds
posh.
posh.
That's posh, yes, polycarbonate. So it's built with the same material as the one of my favorite lenses, the 60 macro lens. So it's same material, but the good thing about using polycarbonate is weight saving, because you held this lens earlier.
Yeah.
It's a lot lighter than that one.
Exactly. Much
Even
difference.
with a much longer focal length, it's still a lot lighter than that.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's very nicely constructed, very solid, you know, very well damped, you know, the focusing ring and also the zoom function is very, very similar to the Pro lens, to be honest, in terms of feel. So it's very good.
It's smooth as well, like when you extend.
Very smooth, yes. I'm a wildlife photographer now, Tracy. No elephant here, but I've got magpies. I like this.
Oh.
It's really sharp. Really sharp. That's what I said
That's
about it. It's
nice.
really cool.
So for the image quality wise, like what's the difference between this and this?
And as a matter of fact, not much. So
Not much.
this means this lens is super sharp.
Right.
Very, very good. I was very impressed with the image quality of this lens, in particular fringing. When you shoot in a very high contrast scenes, like today we've got a very strong sun. So let's say if you're standing here and the sun right behind you, all your hair sometime, if a bad design lens, will have sort of purple fringing. So you can
Right.
see a line of purple or greenish
I
colors.
experienced that.
Yeah, you'll see that, and
Yeah.
then this lens doesn't have any, and it means optically this is really nice.
That's perfect.
And
for-
also has the professional coating, which is the zero coating in front of the front element, so it reduces a lot of the flare. So it's a very, very good lens. In terms of image quality, I cannot really tell the difference between the two.
Okay.
Which means that if you are not looking for super fast lens or professional rocket body, this lens will perform as good as any of the professional lineup in Olympus.
top.
Top.
Okay. You mentioned that this made by plastic is
Polycarbonate.
polycarbonate. Posh way to say it.
Yes.
Is there any other benefit other than just weight, like light?
Well, yeah, for my old body, this is of course very good for my back and my neck. Well, yeah, there are many other things as well, like such as balance. People don't talk about it a lot. You know, usually people just mention about weight. But in terms of balance, having such a long range lens, usually you think about it would be quite big and chunky and bulky. So when you mount it on the body, especially for a slightly smaller mirrorless body like the Olympus M1 Mark II, you will get this front heavy thing. So you always have to hold the lens like both hands to just prevent it from tilting forward when you're holding one-handed. This is almost one-handed operation because it's such a lightweight body, so it balances quite well with the body. So once you hold it, you don't feel this strain in your wrist, trying to constantly correcting, this angle. So it's very good in terms of handling.
Right.
I do, as being a professional user, and also I use so many Olympus Pro lenses. There are a couple of things that, for me, would concern me. Not concern me, but I think that I would like to improve on if this will become a professional lens.
Yeah.
First of all, having such a long focal length, the IS, the image stabilization in the body, is working really, really hard. It doesn't have what the 12-100 f4 Pro, which that one has the image stabilization on the lens. So when you mount it on the body, like the M1 Mark II or the M5 Mark II, you can have sync IS, which basically both of them will work together. So which means that at the longest focal length, it will be super stable. So like unlikely you can get a shaky shot.
You don't have that one.
This one is a little bit tricky because it hasn't got the lens IS. So when you zoom it all the way to 200, it's stable but not as stable as the other lens.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's one of my complaint. The other one would be that the manual focus ring, this is focused by wire just like any other lenses, but it hasn't got the very, very famous manual clutch system that all the Pro lenses had, which means that I cannot, first of all, if I want to use manual focus, I have to do it via the buttons.
Like manually.
Yeah, manually. So it's a little bit fiddly.
Right.
Sometimes you're quite spoiled when you're using Pro lenses because you got a manual clutch, you could just slide back. That's in manual focus straight away. So you can be very quick in terms of switching between manual focus and autofocus. This one you cannot.
Right.
Yeah, and also I was trying to photograph earlier. Remember, I was trying to do the squirrels and the pigeons and the magpie. Yeah, I find that the manual focus ring has a very long throw. When I say throw, it means that I have to keep turning before I can get focus.
Right.
So which means that it's quite slow, and so like for any manual focusing action, this may not be the best option. So I'd rather leave this to autofocus all the time. And I think that's it. Oh, one more thing is in continuous AF mode, continuous focus, when you're walking. I try to do some shots, and I do find that this lens focusing mechanism is not as quick as the 12-40 f2.8 Pro lens. But of course, this is not a Pro lens, so I could kind of understand that. So it doesn't have the same speedy performance. So when it comes to continuous focusing, this is slightly slower.
Right. So when you want to shoot something moving, then
moving.
it's
not the best lens for it.
Okay.
But other than that, I think it's a pretty cool lens.
Yeah, when I look at the picture, I really liked it, to be honest. So top.
Ultimately, I think this is probably, in my opinion, the best travel lens in the Micro Four Thirds world.
Oh, you can say best.
Yeah, I'm actually quite confident to say that, simply because, first of all, it's got superior image quality, and I'm not joking. It's actually very, very good image quality. And secondly, it's got this massive range of 12-200, which in full frame is 24-400, which is kind of ridiculous, really, in such a tiny package. I'm not talking about aperture here, simply because in traveling, many people don't really need to have this ultra fast aperture because you're not capturing actions, unless your sole purpose of travel is to capture action. But most people who travel,
they want to just capture the
city, the places they've been. So most likely you want sharp shot anyway, so you will probably stop down to f5.6, 6.3 anyway.
Yeah.
So this range is fine, you know, and has
Good
no
enough.
problem with that. It's good enough. It's got the body stabilization anyway. If you use any Micro Four Third or modern Micro Four Third bodies, so it's absolutely fine. And the best bonus is obviously is weather sealed. So it's
you can go everywhere.
Yeah, you can go everywhere without having to worry. You know, because so many times if you go to traveling, especially, you can come across rain, windy situation. If you go to like Dubai, like you got the desert, sand, and everything like that.
West to the east.
Yeah, west to the east.
North to the
very
south.
like if you go Asia, like you've been to Vietnam, very hot, very humid. This lens will be perfect because you don't have to worry about humidity because it's completely sealed off.
Yeah.
And the thing is, because it covers everything, that means you don't need to take it off. You can just have one lens on the body for the entire trip, and that means your entire kit is sealed off. You don't have to worry about anything. That's the bonus. So I think it's really good, and I think it's highly recommended if you want to have kind of like if you want something that does everything, this will be the lens. And obviously having a Micro Four Third like a body is the close focusing distance, so you can do really close-up shots, even though like this, you know, it can still works, and it's good. I think it's highly recommended. And previously, my if you remember. My previous 12 to 100 f4 Pro review, that one I actually said that was the perfect travel lens. Now I think this is
your new one.
the new favorite now. This is the coolest travel lens ever. I hope you enjoyed the video you just saw, and remember to check out Saori.
Yes, please follow me.
Yeah, follow her on Instagram. We're going to put her link down in the description as well. And also, don't forget to subscribe us, to put on that bell button so you stay notified when our new video is coming out. So until next time,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye, Jenny, sayonara. I remember, yeah, I'm good now. I'm starting to learn Japanese now, that's good. Hello. Hi Tracy. Hi Tracy.
Hi Tracy.
Good morning. Okay, let's go away. Okay. Tree line. Good. One of the coolest lenses I've ever seen. No, not coolest lenses. That's wrong. One of the one more time. Okay. You can put coffee in it. It's actually quite a good tumbler size, isn't it? Quite a good tumbler size. This is a grande size. Actually no, is it grande? Venti size. Yeah, that's a grande. That's a grande. That's a venti. Olympus introduced this lens in 2018 with one mission. The mission is to
19.
Did I say 18? We filmed this a year ago, by the way. You know, we got this lens way before anybody else's, even Olympus themselves. Yeah, before they even made this, man. Look at that. We'll travel back in the future.
Okay.
So as mentioned, this is a pro lens.
Okay.
So this has got the it's so suitable. Look, it matches my collar. Matches my collar. So nice.
Your baby.
Somewhere. So hope you enjoy. Oh, go on. I'm stuttering. Somewhere.